Hi everybody! Is everybody excited to get your gardens growing? I was hanging out here in the old greenhouse. Maybe I'll show you the new one here in just a second. Alan's been working on it all day, putting the shelves and stuff in. And I was planting some more herbs. So tell me what your favorite herb is to grow. Show you all some things we got growing. It's still early, but some things take a lot longer to grow than others. So I was planting peppermint from seed. A few ladies were super shocked. They're like, what? You grow peppermint from seed? Yes. Peppermint takes light to germinate, so you don't cover the soil, you just pat it down. And then now I am going to plant here some chives. And chives require light to germinate. Require darkness to germinate. So here's our little chive seeds. That many. And I am starting those out in these. I think these are, these are the trays I'm starting those out in. Most of the herbs start out in these. These are a 87 count tray. So we're just going to drop, chives are pretty good about growing, so I'm just going to drop probably 1 to 2 in each little, probably try to get 2 in each little cell. And that should be good. You know what? I'm going to do more. I want like 4 starts in each cell. That's what I want. Yep. And now the peppermints, I put quite a few. I put probably 10 seeds in each cell. But like I said, peppermint seeds require light to germinate. So you don't want to cover your peppermint seeds. You hear that in the background. Alan is still working on the shelving units for the new greenhouse. So he's working on sawing and cutting, and because we utilize our greenhouse space, every square inch of it, literally every square inch of it. Let me show you what we have. Rhubarb growing. Here, this one's on the end got a little wind damage, I think. Those are the first ones I started. We should have plenty to sell this year. I think I have probably 150 to 200 that I plan on selling, and then we have to replace our rhubarb. Up here I got a bunch of trays of thyme. I just trimmed it yesterday, so it's looking, when you're growing thyme from seed, you really got to trim it pretty harsh and keep it low so that it gets bushy. You want it to bush out a lot. So I've got a lot of trays of that. We have a lot of trays over here of marjoram growing. So I just trimmed those. And then I've transplanted out a lot of hyssop. So we have a lot of that growing. Down here on the bottom, you can't really see that much, but let's see. I've got trays of parsley. So the parsley is looking really pretty and green. Back in the back, I have some Chinese cabbage. This is just for myself here. Chinese cabbage, and Swiss chard. Here's the peppermint tray I just did. Like I said, you just press it down because it requires light. So I'll water it really well, and then I'll actually put a dome cover over it, and I'll actually put it under light to make sure it has plenty of light to germinate. Lots of marjoram here, goodness me. And I have been having, comment below if you know a source to get stevia seed. I have not been able to get it. I have some on back order from a company. So I went ahead and I bought a few plants for me and a few plants for my sister of stevia, just in case I end up not not being able to get my stevia. And I ordered that seed back in December or January, and I'm still on back order. Here's some comfrey roots that are coming up and sprouting. Those going. And I did buy, I couldn't find the seed to the, I know, it looks awful, right? I just planted it. I couldn't find seed for the pineapple mints, so I went ahead and I sourced out and got a few plants of that. Oh, back here, let's see, these are just for ourselves. These are red onions, red bulbing onions. So those have been growing well. Let's see, I got these chives planted, and I thought I might I picked up these little bitty seed packets at the store because I had planted some romaine seeds and started them a week or two ago, and I knew they were kind of old, and lettuce seed does not like to hang around very long, and they did not sprout. So this is just some black seeded Simpson lettuce. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care for this variety, but it's what the store had, and I'm gonna plant just a couple. And I'll just transplant it out and it gets a little into my raised beds. So, into the raised beds, but this is just some black seeded Simpson. It's just a leaf, green leaf lettuce, old time variety. I mean, it's fine, but what I find with it is the fact that it doesn't, it goes to head, it goes to bolt pretty fast. So, wow. I only opened up one of those packs, and this was literally like those little 20-cent packs you get, and it had a lot of seeds in it. So I just finished that out with what was remainder of the chives. So let's sprinkle that with a little soil, and then I will take you all over. I'm going to show you the new greenhouse. So I have a lot of stuff growing on our plant stands in the house. We may walk in there, we'll see. But the house is full of starts. And then hopefully this cold spell will pass, because today is nice and beautiful, but it's supposed to get down pretty cold and freezing temperatures. So I'm just hanging out everything in the greenhouse. I mean, in the house, so I don't have to heat this greenhouse as much. So let's turn you all around. Turn you around. How do we turn you around? Oh no, there's no turnaround on this camera mode. Goodness sakes. Okay, let's try. We will try to walk outside here and see the new greenhouse. See if we can get it in there. This is the new greenhouse. And you can see he has been working on, so we're going to have a table down each side and one across the back. He hasn't finished that. And then you can see up here it came with, this is a Palmer greenhouse. It came with this row of shelving all the way down, this metal shelving. See there. So this side will have a double, you know, a double. And then this side shelving will just have single, because I will use this side here with the single unit to hang plants, hanging baskets above, because this particular Palmer greenhouse has these brackets. And let's see if I can show you without shaking the camera. These particular ones, you go in there like so. Woo! I can't hold the camera and hold it. And then you can hang your greenhouse, your hanging baskets from it. So there is the new Palmer greenhouse. It has the auto lifting doors. So when it gets hot, those run on gauges, and so they'll lift up and self-ventilate. So that is the new greenhouse. Super excited to have it. Super excited to have it. I think we'll just go ahead and end the video here because I think that I'm not going to walk inside. Look at those turkeys. All right, you all have a blessed one.